Ragin resubbed for 7 months. Maya he call.
Ragin, thank you for the 7 months. Katie,
resubbed for 24 months.
Thank you for the 24 months.
Narisa resubbed for 3
Narisa,
months. Apple Cat Run.
thank you for the 3 months. Monkinison, thank you for the bits. Whoa, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Avery, Akuji, Skull Heron, up to Entropy, Pandapoxy, Heroic. Flick Mac, thank you for gifting 5 subs. Mange, Angry Koala, Mitch Mitcherson, Jay Smith, Hawkeye, Brandon Sucks, Skilla, Cubs Fanatic, Celeron, Morgan Sage. Thank you guys for the subs.
Skill 89 resubbed for 33 months. Hollow Dotes.
Don't.
For 23 subbed for the first time. Fabisauria subbed for the first time. Equen underscore donated $25.
Whoa! Thank you for donating $25 to Alveus, Nickwan. Fabisauri or Lena Ghost Muffins. Abellis. Brandalorian, it's Toast McGhost. Thank you for the subs. This is Kylie, not Beedle. And I got a splinter in my pants. This goat has negative thoughts. Wrong. See? See? Ooh! It burns!
101 just gifted 10 tier 1 subs.
Thank you for the 10 gifted subs. It burns. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Negative thought. No, look. See?
$50 to charity.
Wavy Star, thank you for the $50 donation. What the heck? Level 9 hype train. What the heck? See? Wavy Star, thank you for the $50 dono. Really appreciate that. Guys, did you see my title? Today's a very exciting day for me and a lot of other people. Blurred Image, thank you for the 3 months. Nightlife, thank you for the 27 months. Thank you so much. She's backing up. Backing up. Oh. Engineer, thank you. Nightlife, thank you.
Engineer is up for 17 months. Maya Hichia.
Thank you. Loki, thank you for the sub. Monochrome Roller, thank you for the bits.
Why the dog look like that?
She's not a dog. She's a dog.
500 bits. Reptiles, hell yeah.
What is this on your face? You stick. What is that? Monk Innocent, thank you for the bits. Racer, thank you for the 6 months. Hey! If you're itchy, just say that. Ooh. I'm gonna get disemboweled. I'm gonna get disemboweled. Oh! Oh!
Salty Pro just gifted 5 tier 1 subs.
She's itchy. She's itchy.
Donated $5 to charity.
My microphone.
Sketty underscore is subbed for 37 months. Don't.
She knocked my microphone off. Guys, this is Kylie. She's not a reptile. She's here for the intro. Am I late for the reveal? No. We're waiting for people to get in here for the reveal. For the reveal. Vane, Sketty, myself, Kill Scoop, thank you. Salty Prom, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. I'm sorry, I missed that. Thank you so much for the 5. Oh, you stepped on my foot. Beetleitist, thank you for the tier 1. Did you guys see the World's Wildest episode yesterday? Puppet Text, thank you for the 15 months. Thank you. World's Wildest episode yesterday? Chat. Oh, a lot of yeses. Thank you. World's Wildest is on Spotify, so you can listen to it on there. But it's also on YouTube if you want to see it there. It's on World's Yappiest, and the first part is about how these trees talk to each other. It's so, you have to listen to it. It's like, I think it's one of the coolest episodes we've ever done. And then Connor talked about how elephants talk to each other and how we're talking to elephants now using elephant noises. So cool. So cool. Go watch it. Or save it to watch for later. It's such a good, it's so cool. Like, it's so good for commuting in the car because it's on Spotify. Evergreen, Sadie, thank you guys for the subs. Kylie. So yeah, go watch that new World's Wildest episode. Pretty sick. Also, I tweeted about it, but Wine About It opened up a second show at TwitchCon in San Diego because we sold out our first show. So now Wine About It's doing 2 live shows in San Diego this month. So if you're going to TwitchCon and you want to come to a Wine About It live show, the second show still has tickets available. So you should come. It'll be fun. Kylie. Pumpkin Panda, thank you for the 25. In other updates, while I'm in San Diego, Pumpkin Panda, thank you for donating 25 to Alveus. That's very nice. While I'm in San Diego, I'm going to have my assistant go to a bunch of hiking trails and hike and speed test the whole trails so that I can have some data so I can start doing more hiking now that the weather's getting better for stream. Kind of a cool job. What's it take being a personal assistant? Hiking. Did he consent? I haven't told him about it yet. Just Juliet, thank you for the 5. Honestly, he can stream it on his channel. That's kind of sick, actually. I should just tell him to do that. Just go live and say you're working for me. And hike and see if you F. And take notes where you F. That's a way better test than just running a speed test. We'll see.
Fosky donated $100 to charity.
Fosky, thank you for the $100 donation to Alveus. What the heck? Hello. Hello. Chris, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Thank you for the $100 donation. That is crazy. Is S-Fan your assistant? I would rather, you know what? No, S-Fan's not my assistant. I don't think that would be a job that suits his strengths. Kylie. She would be a good assistant if all that I needed was someone to chew and not really think for very long. And like nap sometimes. Russell, thank you for the 5 months. Red, thank you for the bits. Lots of bits today. What are his strengths? S-Fan is very funny. And he is very flexible in terms of he's very capable of operating without a plan. He's very flexible in functioning without a plan. Dude, stop knocking my mic off, please. To the point where Chris, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Thank you so much. To the point where he doesn't even bother making them. Because he's so flexible and so relaxed that he both doesn't make them and doesn't even think about using them because he's so flexible. Monk Innocent, thank you for the bits. She's itchy again. She's itchy.
JPSFG resubbed for 2 months.
JPSFG, thank you so much. Is it weird to ask what it smells like? It looks so nice. It smells like goats in here. Maybe there's because there's a goat right under my nose. Charles Johnson, thank you for the prime. Guys, it is still September, by the way. Subs and gifted subs are discounted this month. Kylie, my freaking mic. I think she's sleeping. Never mind.
Dave subbed for the first time. Flick_Mac just gifted
Rock me, thank you for the sub. DNB Dave, thank you for the prime. And Flickmac, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Flickmac loves gifting 5 subs. Did Nico like us yesterday? How many of you saw the chat chats yesterday? There was a special chat chats yesterday. Pee-wee jelly. First of all, that's Tripper. Second of all, neither of my boars give a shit about attention. So she's definitely not jealous. I wish that she wanted to be pet like Kylie, but there was a special chat chats yesterday. We had a paleontologist and educator on he stayed on for like an hour, 45 minutes and answered a bunch of dinosaur questions. It was really cool. He's great. That's one of Shrudi's friends.
300 bits.
Guys, check this out. Thank you for the bits. That's Beetle. That's Pee-wee. They like trampolines. I thrift mini trampolines for them, and they sleep on them. Because they get airflow. Don't send more trampolines. I think somebody already did that, so I still have to set that one up. So they're going to have 4 trampolines. I can never tell Kylie and Beetle apart. Beetle has a white spot right here. Kylie doesn't. Okay. Would you ever put a cam in the goat enclosure? No, probably not. Unless it was like a feeding cam to like make money for Alveus. I don't know. Probably not though. We have enough projects, I think, going on. You guys want some quick ASMR? What'd you think? Nice. Does the cud smell? Not unless you're like in their face. I don't smell it from here. All right, party people, welcome to the stream today. I have some very exciting things to share with you today. I'm very excited. Alveus staff is very excited. You guys are very excited. Actually, the whole world is excited for this stream today. It is not about goats. It is about our reptiles at Alveus. We have 2 snakes, Patchy and Noodle. Patchy is a ball python. Noodle is a carpet python. And we have a blue-tongued skink named Toaster Strudel. Why would it have effed? I didn't even drop, signal didn't drop at all. Huh? Chat, this is a server issue. Or something. This is not a signal issue.
But1 resubbed for 4 months.
What? Is it a Twitch issue? Audio is fine? Bebut, thank you for the 4 months. Hello? Don't touch that. She's sniffing the phone. Hello? What the heck? Hello? Hello? Well. Is it fine now? I just called space. What was the problem? Are we on a huge delay? Say 1. Type 1. at once. That's not bad. Weird. OBS was broken. Says an OBS issue. Cringe. Okay, well, shall we restart? Are you guys here? Are you present? Ready to party? It is Friday the 13th. Nubbles.
Nubbles resubbed for 2 months.
Thank you for the 2 months. Okay. So, party time. Welcome to the stream. Creative Stardust, thank you for the tier 1. We're going to talk about what we're doing today, what the stream title is. Today is a very, very special day that I'm excited for, that Alveus staff is excited for, that all of you are excited for, and everybody across the world has been waiting for. Everyone is excited for. Hello? Is this better? No? Why would I have never had a problem with wind on this mic. How about now? How about now? We hear you, it's just windy. Better? What the heck? What is going on? Okay, take 3. Today it's really windy now, so this is a good test. It's actually, you know what, maybe it hasn't been this windy since we got these mics. It's Friday the 13th. I don't know if there's like a button to press. I don't know if it suppresses it or not. Is there a wind muff for it? Oh. I didn't even know they had wind muffs. Has it just not been windy the whole time we've had these mics? That is bizarre. Should it be on the green light or the blue light? So green. How do I put this on? This looks stupid. Okay, apparently, since we got these new mics, we have not experienced wind. Oh, that's way better. It is a wind muff. It sounds really good. Okay. All right. Okay. Take 4. Take 4. Okay. So today is a monumental day where we are revealing our new reptile room. We are revealing our new reptile room. Let me give you some context for those of you who don't know. We have 3 reptiles. We have 2 snakes, and we have 1 blue-tongued skink, okay? Our blue-tongued skink, their name is Toaster Strudel. We don't know if Toaster Strudel is male or female. Toaster Strudel came from a facility in California, was housed with all of their brothers and sisters, and the brothers and sisters ate Toaster Strudel's tail off. So he could no longer live with his brothers and sisters. He shouldn't have been with them in the first place. But Toast could no longer live with their brothers and sisters, so Toast was transferred here. That's how we got Toast, the blue-tongued skink. Toast teaches people about pesticide use, primarily, because Toast loves snails and eating insects and stuff in the wild in Australia. And when people use pesticides to poison those bugs and Toast eats those bugs, Toast is also poisoned by the pesticides. So Toast's job as an ambassador here at Alveus is to teach people about bioaccumulation and about pesticide use and how it can affect a lot more than just bugs. That is why we have Toast. That is Toast's story. Patchy is our ball python. Patchy we got from a ball python breeder in Texas. A lot of times people breed ball pythons. They're really, really popular in the pet trade. A lot of times people breed ball pythons for color. And sometimes when you breed for color, you get genetic defects. Patchy was born with only one eye. And so Patchy couldn't be sold to pet stores, even though that was the purpose of breeding for color, is this breeder like sells to pet stores and that's how they make money. Because Patchy was only born with one eye, she was donated here to Alveus. So Patchy's job is to teach people about that, about the pet trade, about breeding for color, and about how that can lead to some problems. There's a lot of issues with morphs in the python world, spider morphs, if you guys have heard about that, where they come out with neurological issues. They've got head wobbles, they have eye problems, sometimes they have growth problems, development problems. So Patchy's here to teach people about that and also teach people about the pet trade in general. But ball pythons are poached out of the wild a ton for the pet trade. We had one ball python before Patchy that did not survive, that we got from a confiscation from LAX, from California Department of Fish and Wildlife. Somebody tried to smuggle hundreds of baby ball pythons that were poached out of the wild into the States to sell for the pet trade. They shoved them in a bunch of PVC pipe and then tried to ship them via cargo at LAX. A lot of those snakes died in transit, and then a lot of them were placed at facilities like ours. That snake had a really, really rough start and didn't make it. But that was only a couple years ago that snake was smuggled in to the US. So we have a ball python to tell that story and talk about the poaching of wild reptiles for the pet trade. Our last snake and our star for today is Noodle. She is a carpet python, a coastal carpet python more specifically. She came from a facility in California. And her story is that she was somebody's pet, I believe, was donated to the zoo for education. And then the zoo thought that she was aggressive because they only fed her in her enclosure. And then every time they walked by her enclosure, she would strike at the glass. And so I think that the interpretation of that behavior was that she was striking at people every time you walked by. So you couldn't open it because she would strike. But really, it was just that she thought you were going to feed her, because anytime she saw people, she's like, oh, it's time. So they didn't bring Noodle out for education programs. And so when I asked this facility if they were willing to part with any of their reptiles so that I could start my own education program, they said, yeah, there's this one. We don't use her at all. So that's how we acquired Noodle. We have had no issues like that since Noodle got here with striking at the glass or with aggression or anything. She's been nothing but wonderful. You guys have seen her in education programs. She's an 8-foot-long Australian snake. She's a pretty big girl, and she's beautiful. Noodle, unfortunately, had a mite infestation. I'm not sure if you guys remember that. You guys have not seen a lot of reptiles on the live cams, and the reason for that is we had a mite infestation. So mites are kind of like, I guess, a comparable, I don't know if comparable, but like your dog gets fleas, reptiles can get mites. And so they latch on to the scales of reptiles right underneath the scales, and then they drink their blood. And mites are super, super contagious is not the right word, but when you have a mite infestation, it can jump from reptile to reptile really easily. And so that happened with us. It's a really, really hard thing to control, and it's a hard thing to get rid of, especially because we have our insects and our reptiles in the same place. So we couldn't just like insecticide, pesticide the heck out of it and like try to get rid of the mites because we didn't want to harm the insects that we have that are ambassadors. So there was a lot of fighting that mite infestation for a long time. And so our reptiles have been in these temporary enclosures for a long time while we've been sorting that out. And we've used this mite infestation as an opportunity to rebuild our reptile room, which is what today is for. All of my chats just froze. Oh, you guys just aren't talking. Guys, wake up. Hello? Wake up. Hello? There's no world you guys just aren't talking. Well, what on earth was that? Were you guys actually just not typing? That was so weird. Oh, we're listening. Thank you for, I'm speechless. Thank you for listening. My God, I thought I went offline. You guys are such good listeners. Mitching, thank you for the 61 months, hey. Okay, they're listening. All right, they're listening. They're listening, I'm sorry. So we've used the mite infestation as an opportunity to rebuild our reptile enclosures. We have been so lucky, both because we have insane support from you guys. These you guys are gonna lose your minds, okay? This is actually a huge reveal. The reptile enclosure, the reptile room is insane. We have tried a few variations of enclosures for our snakes, and you guys have seen them too. I know, like, you guys used to have a Noodle cam, and so you've seen what her enclosure used to look like, and we've gone through a few different iterations, just trying to do our best. Did Up Gaming, thank you for the tier 1 to build like the best home possible. Reptiles are a lot more work than people think. It takes a lot of research to build them habitats that are the absolute best for them. They're so different from like dogs and cats. They have such different requirements and needs for care. You have to monitor their humidity. You have to monitor their temperature. You have to research their substrate if they're an arboreal species and they need climbing space. And on top of all of these things, we wanted it to be as natural as possible. So we wanted to do all this research to have live plants so that it feels super natural for our reptiles. So we are so lucky to have brought Shruti on, as you guys know, all of our animal care staff, prime, absolute prime, incredible individuals. Shruti we brought on, Shruti's partner Lucas, and Shruti both have a ton of experience. Thank you, Rochelle. Hino, thank you. Both have a ton of experience with reptile rescue and reptile husbandry. Lucas, Shruti's partner, is like a god at building enclosures and designing enclosures for reptiles. And so we brought Lucas in to help build out our reptile enclosures as Lexiclan, thank you. We brought Lucas in to help us build these enclosures. He did a phenomenal job. Absolutely phenomenal. Phoenix, thank you for gifting.
Gifted a tier 1 sub to Ophelia. They have given 5 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you. Lucas is not here right now, but Shruti and Lucas might be watching. So you can say hi to them if you'd like.
Bloomy Bloom subbed for the first time.
Thank you. Jesse, thank you for the sub. Arjek, Ali, thank you guys for the subs.
Jess subbed for the first time.
Hello.
For the first time.
Thank you guys for the subs. Okay.
Alive subbed for the first time.
So we were, oh, Shruti typed in chat, cool. So lucky to have both of them here. Saved us a ton of time. Toria, thank you for the prime. Saved us a ton of time in research and trying to get these enclosures as good as possible and as ready as possible and as beautiful as possible for our reptiles because they absolutely deserve it. I'm so glad that the reptiles are back on, that are The reptiles are going to be able to be back on cam. Lindsay's here too. Lindsay, I gave Shruti a warning. I texted Shruti and I was like, just a fair warning. I'm going to stall and yap. So if you don't want to hear me yap, you should come back later. I'm so sorry if you were just like sitting here waiting to see Noodle go in there. I should have warned you. I didn't know you'd be watching. It's been sorry. Anyway, so that is the story with our reptile room. Okay, I'm really excited. Connor has installed cams in Noodle's new enclosure. Thank you for the $20 donation. Lasagna. That's such a funny name. Thank you for the $20 donation. Barking Bard, thank you for the Prime.
Streaming sub for the first time.
Connor has installed cams in Noodle's new enclosure. So after we put Noodle in her enclosure today, you will be able to watch her explore her new home and enjoy her new home on the cams today, which is very exciting. I got messages from someone pretending to be you on Discord. Guys, just quick PSA, I will never message you on Discord. So if you get a message and you think it's me, it's not. Fair warning. So you guys will be able to see Noodle on the cams today, which is very, very, very exciting. John Zilla, thank you for the 6 months. We are only putting Noodle in her enclosure today. I will explain why when we get in there. Patchy and Toast are going to be moved in very, very soon. But we're only moving Noodle in today, which is fine because that's the only cam that's set up so you guys will be able to watch Noodle. So today is about Noodle getting her new home. We have all been very excited about it for a very long time. Are you ready to see our new reptile room? It's time. It's time.
Wow.
Check this out.
Sub for the first time.
They loved my balloons. We also, Connor, I think I need Connor to come down here at some point to tell you guys more about how this worked because this was Connor's comms, but we did consult with somebody who builds really awesome vivariums for reptiles about lighting specifically. And so all of our lighting is also set up. That's another complicated thing about reptiles that people don't think you have to think about and then you do. And then we do have a job before moving Noodle in today, and that's moving isopods and springtails into the enclosure. These are vivariums. So Noodle is going to have some roomies, which is very exciting because we've never done that with reptile enclosures before. So we're gonna do that today. I'm gonna wash my hands because I was just petting a bunch of goats before I handle those guys. La 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 la. Hand wash. Fresh deli pickles. Thank you for the $50 donation to Alveus. Wait, I have another freaking announcement. Chat, how could I have forgotten? The girls told you this on the Alveus channel, right? Okay, you know. Okay, then I'm gonna tell you. We have a new ambassador. We have a new ambassador. Yes, some of the real ones know. Some of the real ones that were watching the Alveus channel, that have been watching the Alveus channel. Yes, we have a new ambassador. Yes, we are adding to our chicken flock. Our new ambassador's name is Betty. Ow. Hello. This is Betty White. Why is she in a cage? Yeah, so she came to us with a lot of medical needs. Her right eye, I don't know if you can tell, is like super sunken in and not functioning, we don't think. And then she has a pretty severe respiratory infection that is being treated right now. So she's in that crate for that reason, because she's getting medication. But we have a lot of hope for her. We think that she'll recover fine. But yes, we are adding to our chicken flock. Betty White. I think we'll do a whole stream for her when we're also redoing the chicken enclosure, so we can move all the chickens in. We can do a whole stream for that. So you guys will get way more Betty content then. That was just like I know that you guys have known about it on the Alveus channel, so there you go. Okay, I'm walking into the studio. Are you ready? Should I like play some? No, not because YouTube. Are you ready? I'm really excited. Okay. The reveal. We're going in. I'm in. I can see everything and you can't. Drum roll, please. Chatters. These enclosures we bought custom to fit in this room. They're the biggest possible enclosures we could get with the amount of reptiles that we have. Wow. We are making the absolute best use of space possible. These enclosures are a huge thank you to you guys for all your donations and your support, and also to Lucas for being amazing. I'm gonna flip the camera around. I'm flipping it around. We have drummed enough. Okay, I'm flipping it around. Okay, here it is. Are you kidding me? This is Noodle's new enclosure. Can you believe that? Noodle's new enclosure, and it goes all the way to the ceiling.
Tom Moyer just gifted 5 tier.
Tom, thank you for the 5. It's beautiful. It's a vivarium. These are all real plants. She's got a water dish. She's got a cam. Reveal. All this cabinetry was, Lucas built this, right?
Yeah.
He custom built these freaking cabinets. So she's got her misting stuff in here. You need a mic, huh? Do you want to grab one?
Oh, sure.
Connor's in here. Oh!
Is that okay that I join you?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Chat, you want to see the other reveal? You want to see the rest of the... You just got a bit of a leak. Oh, thanks.
Is it on space? No.
You want to see Patchy and Toaster Strudels enclosures? Drumroll, please.
They're 90% complete. Actually, 99. I gotta do one more thing before we put Noodle in there, actually.
This is Patchy. Patchy's up top, right?
Yeah.
This is Patchy's enclosure. Snake plants. Grasses. Wow. Amazing. Beautiful. Freaking rocks. Custom ordered background so she can climb on those ledges. Water. Connor.
Maya. Can I tell you about the lights?
Toaster Strudel's enclosure. Look at all the things to hide in. Look at all the real plants. Grasses. Cork. Chat. P.O. Box cork. It's amazing.
It's coming along. It's great. Can I tell you about the lights?
Rockstars, thank you for the $25 donation. Yes.
The lights replicate sunrise, mid-sun, and sunset. And we have a whole, there's so many lights in here. So many lights. And we got an AZA lighting guy to give us detailed plans for this, so we didn't have to figure it out on our own, so we could do it right the first time. And he's gonna join us for a chat in the future, which is huge. But we have this lighting schedule here for all the lights, smart lights that start out soft, and then the heaters turn on, and then it slowly ramps up the heat to midday, to the evening, and then we give sunset, and replicates the spectrum of the sunlight in their enclosures. And yes, it is expensive for the power, and we're going solar to offset the amount of light and energy we're using. So, and then we have sensors and meters to test all of the spectrums of light to make sure that they are getting the best light, and it's working, and it's great. And we have mister systems.
Let me show you guys the mister systems. Look. Also, I don't know if Terrible's still around. This was forever ago. Terrible donated to support the reptiles in particular, but we did put up this plaque. Ta-da! This was from like a Nick and Milena stream forever ago.
Yep. It's been here. It's just been covered up.
Yeah. So now this is in here. You guys have all your names on it. And then this was donated years ago. I'm not sure where these came from, but this whole frame was donated to us.
Did you tell them why we did the rebuild?
What, with mites?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, check out this Mister System, chat, and look at this fancy handle. Is there a lock on this door?
No, it's just heavy. So we did real glass instead of plexi, because it's just going to last way longer and Noodle can't get out.
Dude, it's so nice and like.
Did you put the isopods in there yet?
No.
Oh. Kayla!
Okay, look at the Mister Systems. No, she's fine. I can do it.
Oh, okay.
Mister Systems, they're freaking built in. Lucas freaking built them into the ceiling of this enclosure. Isn't that amazing? And look at all these plants. They're alive, chat. Look! And look at these branches. Where did he get these branches?
Outside.
He got these branches from outside.
Here, yeah.
Dude, he's insane.
He is.
He's insane.
Here, I'll show him up here. So here's the nerdy stuff. We've got a ton of lights, heaters, ventilation fans, vents here. We're using smart surge protectors, and we can like control each individual port individually. We've got GFI protectors on all this, so there's just a lot of lights going on. And the cable management for what it is like how cluttered it is up here is really good. So I'm putting in the last light.
Woo! Last light.
But yeah, it's fantastic. This is AZA quality. Lucas has built enclosures at AZA zoos, reptile enclosures and stuff like that. So we are very lucky to have him and Trudy.
Chat, everybody clap for Lucas and Trudy. They're so good.
Yeah, they're very good.
So good. So good.
Camera's working excellent. So we're excited about that. And if you want, you can put isopods in.
Chat.
Springtails too.
Are you ready to incorporate our first residents? Can I get a standing tripod for the phone?
Ooh, that's bright.
Thanks for the 10 months. So before we put Noodle in, we're gonna put in isopods and we're gonna put in springtails into this enclosure because it's bioactive. So they'll help break down. What's the benefit of adding springtails and isopods? I should have just kept talking because I was answering that. They will help break down things. Springtails will eat fungus, and they'll assist in breaking down organic matter in there. How do I?
Find the top.
Hold on. We're getting you on a standing tripod. Oh.
What?
Nothing.
Oh.
Chat, it's not looking very good for you. If I'm being, I think I just. Okay. Stand by. Oh, easy. Okay. Chat, you're gonna get a little bit taller. Thanks. Haha. Wicked. Wicked! Oh, cage. Look. Comparison.
It's huge.
Me comparison. So cool. So cool.
Oh, Space, did you get the Noodle cam already configured?
Yes.
Nice.
It's on. Yeah. On the base channel right now.
Nice.
Our first residence.
Hi, sorry, Colton. Did you need me?
I built that hole.
Oh,
I didn't know what you wanted me to do with it.
I'll tell you in a minute.
Okay. And they put the rocks. They're asking about the rocks. I just told them to throw in a pile right there in front of the gate.
I'm about to bring the Bobcat up.
Oh, okay.
All right, can I leave you to it? I just want to say hi.
Do you have anything
Next
else
place.
to explain to them?
No, it's going to be great. Cams are going to be great. What patchy, I've got to wait for one of these lights to kind of die down a little bit because it's putting out too much UVB. It needs a few more days to like chill. And Lucas has to look at Mr. Systems and it's done. So Patchy and Toast, we will definitely have them in post TwitchCon, maybe before TwitchCon. It's kind of tough, but we'll see.
Thank you.
Yep. There's nothing linkable on there.
Okay. Here are some isopods. We're putting zebra isopods in there. We both have more of them, and we think that they'll do better with this humidity in this enclosure. That's what Kayla said this morning. So I think I'm just gonna put 2 cork logs in here. This one. There's actually not that many on here. See, zebras. Zebras. Marty. I'm gonna put this whole log in here, and then we'll take it out once they get off the, because there's a bunch on this one. But I think we'll see, look. There's like a bunch in here. You see them? Oh! All right. Their world just got way bigger. Check them out. Here's these Martys. And here's these Martys. The isopods aren't like great climbers. The substrate is not up to where the glass is. I don't expect them to try to climb out. They hang out on the ground. Look, one's already exploring. Look. I gotta manual focus this guy. You know what? I have to be on this lens to focus it. Manual focus. Okay. Let me go here. I go like this. Aha. I am a genius cameraman. He's exploring. Look, he's exploring. Any springtails? Not yet. We're going to put springtails in here in a second. Oh! And then this is the other Marty log. Look, oh my baby Martys. Wow. Okay, guys. That's awesome. That's a lot. Is that too many? Shruti, if you're in chat, you can tell me if this is too many. I mean, this is a huge, I don't think it's too many. No, that's perfect. Excellent. Excellent. They're exploring. Yay. So my Marty plug here, these are zebra isopods. It's like the Mediterranean version of the roly-polies that you guys are probably used to. They're like fancy roly-polies called zebra isopods because they have stripes. And they're really important because they're detritivores. So they break down organic matter, like all of these leaves and stuff, and eat rotting things. So they're nature's cleanup crew. So they'll help keep this enclosure really healthy. Lots and lots of isopod species. We have 2 species here. This enclosure is just going to have zebra isopods in it.
Faulty Fish donated $15 to charity.
Faulty Fish, thank you for the $15 donation. We call them wood lice. Yeah, I think there are lots of different common names for them. Okay. I gotta get springtails. Springtails, springtails. Do, 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 do. Holy moly. Okay. Ugh. Okay. Springtails, also really cool for bioactive enclosures, also help break down organic matter, mitigate fungus, stuff like that could grow in enclosures like this. How often are the misters turned on? I don't remember exactly what it is, but they're on a timer. Okay, so these guys are really small. So you gotta look really carefully for when you see stuff moving. They're little tiny white things. Oh, I just saw one. Oh, there's some. You see them? Teeny tiny itty bitty. Do they have a name? You know what? They don't. But they should. Because they're ambassadors too. Why not? Chat, what do you want to name the springtails collectively? Traditionally, our bugs have one name per species. This is Marty. Collectively. Frank, Homer, Pixel Pals, Sharon, Crunch, Percy, Bob, Boink, no. Freddy, Pixels. I'm seeing a lot of like Pixel. Pixel's fine. You guys like that? You want to call the springtails Pixel? Because they're so little? That's cute. That's cute. All right, Pixel collectively. I'm just gonna scoop. I'm just gonna scoop springtails. Please come with me. Thank you very much. Do some handfuls of pixels around. Okay, I'm gonna go over here and do the same thing on this side. Glass is really heavy. More pixels. Wow, there's so many. Thrive. Be free. Prosper. Hooray! Well, not really free. Did you see the size of those things? Their lifetime travel. This enclosure, you gotta. All right. All right, all right, all right, all right. We are pixel free. Excellent. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the action. A group of pixels is called a resolution. Marty party. They're exploring.
Subbed for the first time.
Thank you for the sub. Martys are so happy. They are exploring. Living life. Which one is pixel? I see a couple. Ah, yes. Pixel. You see? Was there a tiny spider? I missed it. Cute. Okay. Are you guys ready for the main event? Dude, look at these plants. I don't like mean to stall, but look at these plants. Look at how they're like tied on and rooted, but they're freaking floating. How cool is that? Look at all these. That is so cool. And the vines. So cool. Okay. Are you ready? It's time.
Fern subbed for the first time.
Fern, thank you for the sub. Ma'am. I need a step stool. Is there a step stool out there? I can try to use this. I'll just use this, it's fine. Okay. Hi, miss. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Ready the Pumas subbed for the first time.
Thank you for the sub. Okay. Okay. Noodle. This is Noodle, our carpet python. She's beautiful and wonderful and funky and fresh. She's about 8 feet long. Again, this is an Australian snake and is arboreal, which means that she likes to climb. She likes trees. So this enclosure is very exciting for her because there's a ton of vertical space for her to like climb up to and around. For those of you who didn't hear at the beginning of the stream, we got Noodle from a facility in California, a zoo in California, that had her in a really small enclosure, and they fed her in that enclosure. They only fed her in that enclosure and otherwise didn't do much with her. So she was supposed to be an educational ambassador at that zoo, but they thought that she might be aggressive because every time they walked by the glass, she would strike at the glass because she thought she was getting fed. So they would never take her out of the enclosure for educational programs because they thought that she was mean. Turns out, she's not mean at all. She's really nice. She does have a sad face on her head, but that doesn't mean anything. She's been really, really awesome to have here. Our snakes both are to teach people, both of our snakes, we have two, are to teach people about the fact that snakes are actually really, really cool and not everyone has to be afraid of snakes. This is obviously not a venomous species of snake. She is a constrictor, but snakes are only going to constrict you if they want to eat you. And they only want to eat things that are about as large as the largest portion of their body, which is like right here for Noodle. She's not going to strangle me around the neck and then try to eat me. That wouldn't make any sense. But snakes mostly in the wild, I mean, snakes are afraid of you, right? You don't have to be afraid of snakes in the wild. They're really cool. Shall we? Would you like to go check it out?
Scollybulus donated $5. Has Noodle ended the food strike?
Yeah, Noodle's been eating. Ma'am, where's your head? No hands. What is he doing? What are you doing? Do you want to go in? Look, this is for you. See? She's really like wrapped around right now. Ta-da! Check that out. Ooh. Where's your head at, ma'am? Look. You see lights up there? Big lights. What do you think? Most of her body is still wrapped around my waist right now. But she's going. She's slowly going. She's going. Noodle cam. This is a weird way to do this. Okay. Okay. She's going. She's doing it. She's checking it out. Thank you for the 15 months. Noodle, there's a lot more that way, just a heads up. But you do what you want. Chat, the enclosure that Noodle used to live in for almost 10 years, not at this facility, at the last facility she was at, was nowhere near big enough for her to stretch out fully because she's like 8 feet long. It really only had space for a soaking dish where she could be fully coiled up. And like there was a very little room around that dish. So she just spent like all the time coiled up in the soaking dish. Now she has so much room. She's almost all the way. Oh, she's off. Hold on. I'm gonna make this shorter. Ooh. And she's off. Chat, you're too tall. Look at her go. She's exploring. She realized that there's more going on the other way. Yeah. Would you rather be on a tripod if I tried to like get you in there? Let me see what it looks like.
Wow. Saltkin 365 resubbed for 52 months.
Oh, yeah. Saltkin, thank you. Look. What a happy snake. Space, is the cam up on my stream right now?
No,
oh, okay. Look, Noodle has highs on her. If you look at it this way, it says hi. And then she's got hearts on her. There's a heart right there. And then this says hi. And then this is an A. Ah. Dude, this is so sick. This is so cool. Wow. That's what I'm talking about. Where's your head? What are you doing? Resting? She's down there. She also came to us with this tail. She probably had like a bad shed at some point in her life. And it like got caught around her tail, cut off some circulation. Now she's got this funky tail. She's had this since she got here. Dude, she is chilling. It is like super warm under here, so she probably likes that. Now she's a rattlesnake. It does kind of look like a rattlesnake. Only Noodle in this enclosure? Just Noodle and Pixel and Marty. Just Noodle and isopods and springtails. Is Patchy also having Martys and Pixels? Yeah. I think that's the plan. What you doing? Thriving. Pretty much the best case for this move-in.
Tom Moyo donated $5 to charity.
Thank you. Pretty much the best case for this is that she gets in there and is not stressed, you know, and is not like frantic and trying to climb to the ceiling and push on the glass and all that. And she definitely just got in there and chilled. She is content, I think. I think that'll be her favorite spot. I think so too. It's a good basking spot. There she is. Sniff. Sniff. Snakes smell with their tongue. So she was smelling you guys.
Just gifted 5 tier 1 subs.
Stolen, thank you for the 5. Stare. I will try to take pictures of the snake. But right now I cannot without getting in there, and I don't want to get in there. Mick, that was embarrassing, I'll admit it. I saw it the first time. Thank you, chat. Dude, she's so cozy. You guys have any noodle questions? snake questions. While we sit with her while she adjusts. I think she likes it. I think she's pretty happy. How old is she? She's at least 10. Because I know that she was at that last facility for years. They told me she was there for 10 years. Which I guess, I mean, yeah, it's possible. It's really hard to imagine with the enclosure that she was in, but I suppose it's possible. So, what's your favorite Noodle story? I don't know. I mean, I guess I've said this before. The facility that she was at is a facility that I interned at one point. And they always told me that the carpet python, that the carpet was evil. I don't think she had a name there. I don't remember them ever calling her anything but the carpet. And they always told me that the carpet was evil. And I didn't have any snake experience. So I always used to be really scared of her. And when I asked them if they were willing to part with anything, they were like, yeah, the carpet, you want it? And I was like, okay. And so I was really scared to take her. But then she ended up being awesome, so. But that's just because I had no snake experience, so they just told me and I, listened to them. Do you recommend reptiles as pets? Generally speaking, no. Thank you for the sub. Generally speaking, no. So reptiles need a lot more than I think people realize that they need. You have to maintain their humidity properly. They have to have the right lights. They have to have the right temperature, the right substrate. They're kind of complicated. And on top of all of that, they're not very affectionate, at least in the way that we're used to for like dogs and cats. So you're not going to get like an animal that like wants to be around you and have you pet it and play with it and stuff like that. And I think a lot of people expect a connection like that when they have a pet. So that can be really challenging. Even with the right research, it's tough. Rescued reptiles are one thing. I think that's the absolute best way to go about it. But the other thing about the reptile pet trade is that reptiles are the second most traded family of animals, right underneath birds. So it's birds are exploited for the pet trade the absolute most, primarily parrots, and then reptiles are right after. There's a ton of poaching for the pet trade to meet the demand for exotic reptiles as pets. And we don't have enough information yet on how that affects like all wild reptile populations. Truly, we have like no data at all for some species of reptiles that are traded in the pet trade. So that can be really scary too. So sourcing of reptiles, if you're purchasing them, can be bad for reptiles. Her last weight was 8.7 pounds.
For 3 months.
Lucky Polka? Thank you for the 3 months. This isn't a new snake. No, we've had Noodle is one of the OGs. I brought Noodle back. Me and Ella brought Noodle back. In April of 2021. She eats rats. Pretty significant size rats. They're like, I feel like they're like that big around. Maybe they're feeding her smaller ones right now because she did go on a pretty significant food strike. Is she moving? She's moving. Very slowly, she's moving. Sorry, I just read this super long message about this leopard gecko. We can't take any of your guys' pets or animals. I get a lot of inquiries like that. But hopefully you can get them a good enough setup or find them a home that makes sense. How much does she weigh and will she get any bigger? So her last weight was 8.7 pounds. I don't think that she'll get any bigger. I do think she's grown since we got her though, strangely. I don't know if we measured her when she first came here. I feel like she's longer, but I'm not, maybe that's crazy. So much to take in. Is it possible to overstimulate a snake? I mean, snakes can definitely experience stress, yeah. Exploring. Space, can you look up the lifespan of carpet pythons? She's so cute.
30 in captivity, 15 to 20 in wild.
15 to 20 years old in the wild, 30 years in captivity. She's looking down like, what is that? It's your new giant soaking dish. What do you think? I feel like she's gonna go down and check it out. Okay, a lot of people have asked why they call them carpet pythons. I don't know the answer to that question. I've been avoiding it. But if somebody in chat knows, let me know. I don't know where that name came from. I mean, my guess would be the pattern, but I'm not sure. Probably their pattern. Pattern in question. We don't expect her to eat Marty or Pixel. No. She would not eat insects. She eats things much bigger than that. Do you put scent enrichment to make her feel more comfy? We might play with scent enrichment. Yeah, that's a question for our animal care staff. She's moving. Checking it out. Elismo. Elginzo. Thank you. Someone asked if we could feed her live mice. So we don't feed live. We're really lucky that this snake will eat thawed frozen rodents for a couple reasons. One, it's way more humane that way. To be able to humanely euthanize rodents, we order those. We don't euthanize them here. But we get humanely euthanized rodents and then freeze them and thaw them, and she'll eat them that way. So it's much more humane to do that because it's a pretty rough way to go as a live rat to a snake. And then the other thing is rats have really, really strong bites. And so they could do a lot of damage to this snake because they're literally fighting for their life. And we would hate to have her scales get ripped up by getting bit by a rat. I'm guessing that's artificial wood. No, it's real wood. It's from this property. This is oak. From outside. From the teeth and the nails. Mostly the teeth are what I would worry about if in a live feeding. How tall is she? She's about 8 feet long, if that's what you mean. No, how tall is she? Like 3 inches? Maybe? 2.5? She's exploring! Yeep. Are snakes as tall as they are wide? Not necessarily. Snakes come in lots of different shapes and sizes. Do reptiles need to drink water? Snakes can drink water. They get most of their hydration from soaking, though. Maybe that depends on the species of snake. Same with, like, tortoises. Soaking helps hydrate them. So this is her soaking dish. There's water in there. The pattern on her head looks like 2 eyes. Yeah, she's got a sad face on her head. Look how long she is. Noodle's big. Do you think he's wild caught? I don't think she's wild caught. I don't know for sure, but I don't think so. Long snake. Stretched out. So nice. She's looking around. I am looking through bookmarks today on the Alveus stream this afternoon. This is an Australian snake. Coastal carpet python. What kind of treats can you give them? So snakes This snake will only eat once a month, if that. So they're not much of like a treat. She's not much of a treat gal. Like you couldn't like give her a, you know, a bacon strip. They eat very infrequently and large meals. Yeah, she doesn't want Oreos. Stupid question, but how do snakes go to the toilet? Not a stupid question. Snakes have a cloaca, similar to how birds have a cloaca. I'm not going to bother her, but it's one hole for everything. So her urates and her feces will come out from a hole underneath her. And then that's also where they lay eggs out of, and that's also how they copulate. Same with birds. Should we go look on the other side? Oh my gosh. Okay. There she is. Windows need some WD-40. No, it's not that. It's that they're so heavy. It's glass. Like big pieces of glass. So they're just heavy. Would you take collabs in here now? Yeah, that's a good question. I haven't really thought about that. I suppose we could. I mean, the dream is that we can get Patchy and the snakes to target out voluntarily for collabs. So like the idea of them coming to see these enclosures and then like us targeting them out for handling would be incredible. Are the plants real? Yes, they are. I'll have to ask animal care staff about that. So you have concepts of a plan. Well, I'm not doing collabs yet. I will only do it if it's better. Do you name the plants? You guys are welcome to name the plants. I don't think it would be better, honestly. That whole thing was just a joke. But if you're not American, it wouldn't make sense, I guess. Ignore. I don't know. I'll think about it. Planty McPlant face. That's good. Does Noodle have a smell? I heard a lot of reptiles smell like corn chips. I don't think she has a smell. Her poop certainly does. I don't think she really smells like anything. She's exploring. Yay. Plantonic? Oh my god. I don't know why I'm holding you guys when I have a standing tripod. My arm's tired. Probably because the standing tripod's too tall. Why? Okay. How's it look through here? Well, not the best. Not the worst. As long as I'm not here. I feel bad having the door open for so long. I don't want to let all the humidity out. Okay, we leave it there. Okay, I'll move. If only there was a cam inside. Well, Space, how does the cam look? Is it on the Alveus channel? I can put it on. Sure. You guys want to see what the cam looks like? Noodle's new cam? $4K Noodle. Is it naturally humid in there, or do you have a humidifier? We've got misters. They're like built into the ceiling. Can you make it in the corner? Yeah. Yeah! Oh, it's a 4K camera? No. I don't think so. Is it? No. No. 1080p. Chat, what do you think about the reptile room reveal? Is it everything you dreamed of? Wicked. 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 Let's rename the snake. You guys want some honesty from me really quick? Noodle, when we brought in our first ambassadors in 2021, Ella and I were like, yeah, we should let chat name them because that'll be really good for chat and like for the community and like for morale and whatever. And then you guys named a snake Noodle and a chicken Nugget. And I really just like shouldn't have, and that's why we've named all the ambassadors since. Like I did it was stupid. I shouldn't have done it. Like I did it with like polls, which is dumb. Like I love Noodle, but I hate both of those names. Noodle is also not her vibe. We've talked about this with the staff. She deserves like a sick, like dramatic feminine name, you know? Stompy and Winnie are good names. Pixel's fine. It's a good name. Yeah, like Xena or Athena or Chapel Row. We'll never accept a name change. I'm not advocating for a name change. I'm just telling you did a bad job. That's all. Her Majesty. Look, she's so cute. So cute. What kind of snake? This is a carpet python. All my reptiles are named. Dude, Tim Tam is such a cute name for a skink. I love Toast's name though. Toast or Strudel. So much room for activities. Look at her go. Oh. What if she goes to the soaking dish? You guys can see her going down right now, right? Winnie the Moo is an excellent name. But I didn't have chat name her. It's just a chatter suggested that. And I was like, oh my god. Excellent name. Man, she's actually moved a lot. So much room for activities. Okay, party people. Wait, she looks really cute right now. No. Party people. I think it's time. We have some volunteers today. I know some of you saw them on the live cams earlier. Axis cameras are the cameras that we use for our live cams, right? You guys have a brand new Axis camera in Noodle's enclosure. Axis has sent out some of their staff to volunteer today, and they donated. They donated today, and they have in the past donated cameras to Alveus Sanctuary, which is amazing. So we have Axis volunteers here today, and we catered lunch for the volunteers. And so I'm really hungry, and I keep thinking about it, and I want to go get lunch. So I am going to raid into Alveus. We'll put it we'll put Noodle's cam up so you guys can see it. Put Noodle's cam up so you guys can see that and watch her explore her new enclosure today. Very exciting. Kayla and Amanda have a stream today. And then after their stream, I will be doing a show and tell and the bookmark contest. Viewers have submitted bookmark designs so we can print out and hand out bookmarks to viewers at TwitchCon. Very exciting. So we're doing all that today, back-to-back streams all day. Do not go anywhere. Stay on the Alveus channel. There's a lot going on over there. But we will send out a notification when I'm back on the Alveus channel. Make sure to go watch World's Wildest. If you could plug that one more time, that would be awesome. Really proud of that episode. Really excited about that information. It's so cool. If you want to learn how trees are talking to each other and how they're eventually going to take over the world, make sure to check that out. And I will see you guys this afternoon. Watch Noodle. Can you start the raid? Yeah. Thanks. Go watch Noodle. She's thriving. She's living life. Starting the raid. Incoming. Noodle cam. Everyone, last big thank you to Lucas. I don't think he's watching this anymore, or if at all, but say thank you anyway, because these enclosures are incredible. Truly, they're the reptile enclosures of our dreams at Alveus. So excited about them. We're very excited to move the rest of the reptiles into their new homes. So, and say thank you to yourselves for supporting Alveus enough to build out reptile enclosures that are AZA standard. It's freaking crazy. It's so cool. Don't go anywhere. See you guys in a bit. Goodbye.